Hello and welcome to the Combat Corner with Kobe and Jackson. Today we are breaking down the
Milk.
We're here to talk about the fight card that took place yesterday, or at least Kobe is, because he at least watched it.
Jackson
And
has watched a little of it.
We've got Jake Paul fighting the Milkman.
I forgot about that. Yep. The Milkman has been knocked out yet again. Periera mentioned that he wanted to train with Israel Adesanya. We can break that one down.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
A few bits and bobs.
We've got a bit of grappling on in the background as we speak.
We do. We're recording this as the UFC Fight Pass Invitational is on. So we figured we'll just keep it there and we'll maybe mention what's going on as it goes on.
If you see us glancing off into the distance,
just know that we're still here in spirit.
Shall we get into it?
Let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Way.
Hey.
The silent opening of a milk bottle. Today's drink, ladies and gentlemen, was a TikTok comment we got about 4 months ago.
They smell delicious, guys.
Telling us to try Tim Tam Slams. Have you ever had a Tim Tam Slam, Kobe?
Is that when you just dip a Tim Tam in milk?
No.
Then, no, I haven't.
No, it's when you use the Tim Tam as a straw.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is even funner than I thought, mate. I didn't know you could even do that. I've never tried that before.
Well, what you do?
You break. I'm guessing you bite both ends off.
No, not both ends. You just a
the
corner.
one. Just a corner.
Diagonally, yes, a corner.
Oh, a corner of each.
Yep. That's right. So, do you want me to demonstrate?
Yeah, sure.
So you go one here.
All right.
Like that. Okay.
Then that side.
And then you've got a little straw.
Oh my
Like
God.
this. If you've got it, if yours looks like this, you've done it right.
Lads and lasses, if you're doing this at home, I think I've got it good there.
Kobe has done a great job for his first time. Some of us, on our first Tim Tam Slams, we were privy to making a bit of a meal of it. But not Kobe. He's proven to us that he's dedicated to this. How'd you like that?
That's quite crazy. I never knew. Have you had this before?
Yes. I was once a child. And I, unlike you, spent my whole childhood, well, not my whole childhood, but the major majority of my childhood here.
Oh, yeah, true. Tim Tams are kind of like a Australasian biscuit. Mine's like falling apart now. This is good. I like this.
I may have got milk on my chin.
Mine's not working anymore. It's kind of all like
These were the only matching glasses I could find in your cabinet, and the only normal glasses.
Thank you, Jacob, for the glasses. Yeah, he gave me these. You stole them from an airport.
That sounds like something Jacob would do.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's really good. Actually, I'm gonna have another one of those in a moment.
Sure. Go hard.
Should I prepare our next Tim Tam Slam?
No,
we're not allowed to drink the milk on its own, mate.
Why not?
Because that's not a Tim Tam Slam, is it?
I'm
That'd be
thirsty.
milk.
Then I'm going to end up eating heaps of biscuits.
No, you can drink as much as you want. Well, you don't have to have one. I'm just saying.
I need to save. There's going to be a certain point where we can't actually get the biscuit in there. It's going to be a bit of a length problem.
Well,
you've got milk on your chin too.
Fuck! I got biscuit everywhere now as well.
Goodness me. So, if you were hoping to come here and listen to an MMA podcast, you will be utterly disappointed. Kobe has now got a biscuit in his mouth, just really wrenching for it. You can see him. I've seen Kobe suck pretty hard on some things, but I don't know if I've seen him suck this hard.
Well, it gets to a point where it doesn't go anymore.
Wow.
I think I've got chocolate on my lips. Oh, we just had a submission.
Oh.
I don't even know who's fighting right now.
They're not fighting. They're just
matching.
Hugging intensely until one of them
just
can't hug anymore.
Talk with my mouth full.
Right. Rozenstruik getting it done.
In the main event.
A 4th round doctor stoppage.
4th round docking.
4th round dockage.
It was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Basically, Gaziev tapped out to being too tired. Which doesn't surprise me, because he's a big fat man.
That is the problem with some of these heavyweights. They are a little bit larger, I find, than maybe the flyweight division, if you like. Just
and
to
they
put
weigh a
them
bit
side
more,
by
I think.
side. Yeah, they
Usually.
I think they do.
in most cases.
Sometimes.
But
I mean, Kai Kara France cuts a lot of weight to get down
I think
to
he cuts from
flyweight.
like 300.
Yeah, he cuts from.
He halves.
He's 260.
He over halves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kai Kara France is just Bradley Martin in disguise,
Mhm.
the Kiwi accent. But look, Biggie Boy, Rozenstruik, he isn't the fittest spring chicken ever in the world, you know?
His gas tank was in question before this fight.
It was. And I was a bit frustrated by his performance, if I'm completely honest.
Rozenstruik's.
Yeah, I think he could have won it easier. Like, Gaziev really didn't have much for him. He wasn't throwing takedowns in there. He was barely landing on him. Like, Rozenstruik kind of could do whatever he wanted. And he didn't.
What kind of background does Rozenstruik come from? Is it better than a volleyball background?
What?
That's apparently... I was watching a Lucas Tracy breakdown of the event today.
I quite like Lucas Tracy.
And he was saying Gaziev used to be in the Bahrain national volleyball team.
Well, that's something I didn't know.
Doesn't
look like it. He doesn't look like a beach boy.
No, he doesn't really.
For you guys who don't know what Gaziev looks like, here he is. He's
I won't say unfortunate looking, but he's quite unfortunate.
He's missing
looking.
the blonde hair. We'll just say that.
Can we put in volleyball after that, please? I want to see if this is a thing.
Look, yeah, Lucas Tracy is funny. I feel like he's actually going insane, like more insane by the day.
Really?
Yeah, you watch his videos and he's just like slowly getting more like, I don't know, there's moments in them.
I'm going to be honest, it was probably one of the first videos of his I've watched.
Yeah.
And I only watched it because, like I said at the start of this video, I didn't watch the card yesterday. And I felt like I needed to get caught up.
This guy.
There's no pictures of him playing volleyball, which I'm very disappointed about. No, I would never get trolled. I wouldn't get trolled.
Oh, no, there you go.
Boom.
He was on the Dagestan volleyball team. One day after a game, I met legendary coach Khabib's dad. He invited me to his MMA class.
Abdul Manup.
Well, you're not very good, mate. I mean, how he was 12-0 coming into this, I really don't get.
I mean, she was 12.
He said she was 12-0, but he obviously wasn't.
He's capping.
I think he's capping. Like, this is bullshit. I mean, again, he hasn't fought the best opponents of all time.
To be fair, going straight in there against Rozenstruik on your second UFC appearance, that's a pretty big deal. You know,
it is.
Like we said, Rozenstruik has been there in 6 main events now, which is more than any champion apart from John Bones Jones.
Yep.
So he has been there with some of the best.
I think this was a ridiculous matchup. And why was it main event of a fight night? Why do they give weird like preferential treatment to certain fighters to like keep giving them main events over and over again? Like, what has Jairzinho Rozenstruik done to deserve a main event?
And the other thing too, like,
he's coming off a loss.
He's coming off a loss.
Fight that he fucking main evented. Jesus Christ. Why?
I don't know. He has. Yeah. No, it's not. It's a weird one, isn't it? I mean, maybe he pulls decent numbers. Who knows? But it's a fight night, so it's not even pay-per-view. I don't know what I'm saying here. So like,
well, maybe it's because he's experienced in fight night in main eventing, and they're like, you know what, we want to fill basically every weekend with cards. Who can we call on? Who's going to main event consistently? He's going to show up. It's going to be fine.
He's going to make weight.
He's going to make weight. You know,
there's a little bit of a joke there.
I got that.
Yeah, thanks.
But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of annoying.
Who's he going to main event against next? Maybe that's what we should look at.
So what I want is a main event with Biggie Boy. But the thing is, he didn't show anything to show.
No, he should be on a main event again.
Well, he's got to be. He kind of has to be at this point. Let's have a look at the rankings. Because, I mean...
The rankings.
I believe he is in the top 10 currently.
Yes.
He is. He's number 12.
Well, that's not the top 10.
Top 15. Sorry.
Oh, there you go.
It's in the
No,
top
no, you're
15.
right. Yep. So he is coming off a win now.
Maybe DeLima would be a good fight because DeLima just obviously beat. Who did he beat? What's his name?
I don't know.
His brother, Junior Taffer.
Oh,
He just beat Junior.
yeah,
Junior
that's true.
Taffer
And he did it quite convincingly as well.
easily. Let's just say it how it is.
DeLima, yep. Or he could fight the loser of Tuivasa versus Tybura.
Yeah, that could be all right. Derek Lewis needs a fight. I don't think they've fought before.
Have they not?
I don't think they have.
My God, that'd be the most confusing fight to watch ever.
Are you trying to say they look very similar?
They look very similar, yeah. What?
Yeah, they do.
I'm not even being, on the nose about it. They do.
They do. Derek Lewis really hasn't been doing all that well.
No.
As of late. And no, he hasn't fought against Biggie Boy before. And I'm thinking that Derek Lewis probably needs a comeback fight after his hiatus. He is 39. Just turned 39. He's probably only got a couple fights left. And, Jorginho, one of them's going to go to sleep. So...
Yeah, I think so.
And I think it's going to be Biggie Boy. I don't think Lewis is losing.
Derek brings the most exciting fighter out of everyone he's fighting, unless it's a grappler.
Yeah, he does.
Or unless it's Francis Ngannou, or unless it's Cyril Gunn. Yeah, I take back what I just said.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it's a fun fight when he fights. And often, let's be real, it's most times.
The fight between him and Tai Tuivasa, that was a fun one. There was a fun 55 seconds between him and Sergey Pavlovich.
There was. He clipped Sergey kind of, didn't he? I can't remember exactly what happened there.
Yeah, I believe he did.
He did.
But it was after he was clipped as well, I think.
Yeah, and then he went down bad.
Yeah, down bad.
Well, no, I think that's a good idea. Anyone else? I mean...
Okay, Kobe, look at the top...
Oh, is this all time or some shit? What the hell is this?
This is...
Tom Espinal on this list is ranked above Jones.
Okay.
Suppose he does have more wins at heavyweight.
That's true.
But yeah, just sorry guys, I'm just looking at like a B-Tech list of fucking top fighters.
B-Tech.
Derek, there he is, number 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Rozenstruik and Derek Lewis would be a good fight. Why is Francis Ngannou ranked 12? Okay, this is bullshit. Take it back.
Finally.
What about the other lad?
Top dog.
Gaziev. Who's he fighting?
He can fight.
Why did you just say top dog?
Isn't that what the website's called?
Topology.
Oh, I can't see.
Oh, top dog.
Topdog.com.
Oh, that's funny. Look, Gaziev's ranked 20. He's got to be fighting down after that terrible performance.
Tougher.
Yeah, Tougher would be good. Feed him to Tougher. I think Tougher will probably knock him out. Because I really don't think this guy's that good. And I don't know why he got to fight against fucking Rozenstruik. And then he lost to the 5th round.
And the other thing good about Gaziev is he didn't seem to mix in too many leg kicks or low kicks at all in general. So Tougher would be a good little matchup.
That would be Junior Tougher though, right?
Yeah, that's who I was meaning.
Oh, Junior Tougher, not Justin. Okay, let's see how it is. All right, well, there we go. That's that done.
Going in for another one.
All right, have fun, mate. I've nuked all my milk, so
I've seen that.
I love milk.
I need to catch up. So do I. I drink a lot of it.
It is great. It is the best.
Not bad.
Other than that, you've got Alexander King Kong Romanov.
Alexander Volkanovski.
Stipe. How about Gaziev against 15th ranked Stipe Miocic? That sounds about right. Stipe Miocic, who's ranked below DeLima.
I mean, that makes sense. He hasn't really been that active lately.
Oh, no, he really hasn't.
But you know what? Let's give him a title shot.
Yeah. Let's give him a title shot against John Jones. Moving down the card. What were we going to say there, Jackson? Sorry, I cut
Because 10 years ago, Stipe was pretty good.
Yeah. So
let's give him to John Jones, who currently is very good.
And hasn't fought since a long time ago either.
And let's just watch murder unfold inside the octagon.
Well, John Jones is looking tub. He's looking tubs. In all the videos, he's not looking good.
Saying that though,
John
cocaine
DC
addicts normally
Cormier.
maintain quite a slim physique, don't they? So that's a good
It's
sign.
a good sign.
In
At least
a way.
he might be off the gear.
Off the coke, no joke.
John Biggie Boy Jones. That's what I think they're calling him. Vitor Petrioni from Brazil. He's a very good fighter. He demolished Tyson Pedro.
Completely dismantled him. This was the one
Boring
fight that I
fight.
did catch some of.
You did? Right. Oh yeah, you mentioned that, yeah.
But I think I only saw the end of the second and the third round. Very poor showing from me yesterday.
Yeah.
I was kind of moving about quite a lot. Had to drive some people around.
It was a bit of an annoying time for it to go on. It was early.
If you're listening from somewhere else, which you're probably not, but if you are, we had the card start at about
10 a.m. I think.
10 a.m. The main card.
The main card, yeah.
Started at 10 a.m.
So the prelims were on at about 8.
We're a little bit busy on Saturday night, weren't we?
Yeah. Hanging out, doing things. But nonetheless, the first couple of rounds you didn't miss much. Nothing really happened. The ref was even intervening quite a lot. All right then. You know what? Let's just stop the podcast. Let's just quit. No, the first round.
Comment,
comment, subscribe. Fucking do all that shit, assholes. The first round, the ref was actually stepping in, telling them to get to work quite often, which is it's not something that you want.
No. Who was the ref?
I can't remember which one it was.
Okay.
He was a big guy, dark skin.
Herb Dean.
Not Herb Dean. The bald one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's not bad.
Well, and he was stepping in, and then, Tyson Pedro just really couldn't get his game going. Vitor just landed the heavier strikes, and it really wore on Tyson, and you could tell that he didn't really want to be there anymore, and obviously came out of there and hung up his gloves, put them on the mat, which signifies the end of your career, and that's it for Tyson Pedro. That's all she wrote. Whether he stays retired or whether he's going to need a bit of cash in like the next 6 or 7 months, which often happens with these fighters, because where else do they make their money after they retire,
Well,
training people.
They could he could get a trade.
You could, but I mean that's seems like
my work's going to be hiring soon.
No, there you go.
Tyson Pedro, if you need a job, hit me up.
I mean, but like if you're a fighter and you train for a living, you're doing what you love for a living, it would be really hard to retire at like 35 and be like, right, time to go back to trade school.
Time to become an ink technician.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. And
why not?
Well, okay, sure. Show me the ropes, mate.
Okay.
No, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it is. It's a bit of a. It's not quite a fall from grace, but it would be a very hard thing to adapt to. It's like you are literally training your body for a job, which all of the positive endorphins that come with that are amazing, I imagine.
Nutrition. You've got to keep your nutrition on point.
You're on a diet all the time.
Living healthy.
Sure, it must be hard, but it would have so many benefits for you that you don't even know until, you do become a builder. And then next thing you know,
slamming
you're buying
7 pies a day.
Yeah, you're buying Irvine's dairy pies.
Bacon and egg McMuffin and a Boss coffee for breakfast.
Yeah. Getting some mystery maggot packs from the dairy.
Yeah.
Slamming some blue V's.
Yeah. And you'll probably start smoking meth too.
And then we'll probably see him make a comeback at heavyweight after that.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just having a wee look at the grappling there. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, he seemed pretty checked out, to be fair. In his post-match interview, he seemed pretty like, you know what, that's me, guys. Cheers for the popcorn.
Which is a shame because the fight before this against the Pleasure Man.
He was looking good. He looked really good in that fight, but maybe the Pleasure Man's just not that good.
Maybe.
He's a veteran of the game. I don't know whether you've seen his some of the people on his resume.
There's quite a lot of them. Well, not really, but like there's quite a lot of decent.
There's a lot of good fights. A lot of victories that aged very well.
Why does that first photo look like a mugshot?
I don't know. It kind of looks like a mugshot and also like an Instagram picture.
It looks like he's on the news and he's missing, and they're like putting that photo up.
UFC fighter Tyson Pedro is missing. Calls for action around Tyson Pedro's search.
Maybe it just seemed a little bit blurry.
He looked very young. He looks a lot younger with
that's true.
Where's my mouse gone?
Don't know, mate.
But yeah, we'll pull up Tyson Pedro's record for you all. My mouse lags across the screen.
Very sensitive today. 10-5.
So he was 10-5. But if you come back to around here, he beat Paul Craig, he beat Khalil Roundtree, this guy. Khalil Roundtree in his first UFC fight.
Oh,
which is pretty crazy.
4-0.
Ended up going 6-0. Lost to Latifi, which isn't, Latifi was good back in the day. Got another win. Lost to Saint Preux, who is, very good in his own right, or he was at least. Mauricio Hua Shogun, that's always going to be a tough one, a veteran. And then, he started fighting a lot less frequently. He had 4 years off at one point. So if he had 4 years off, then I'm sure he's making money somehow.
Yep.
Unless he was on the benefit.
Be slanging dope.
Could be slanging dope. That's racist.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I would have said that about anyone.
All right. Okay.
Who else? Henry Cejudo.
Slanging dope. Yeah. Mini dope. But yeah. Look, Tyson Pedro, wish you the best. And that Vitor guy is looking like a bit of a danger at the
bit of a problem
division, a bit of an issue. Put him up against the Pleasure Man next. Want to see him get pleasured. Makayev against Alex Perez. This was a very boring fight. This was shit.
So that was one thing that we talked about in the breakdown of this card, was that you thought that if Makayev could get it done, he could get the next title shot. Do you still want to see that after that fight?
Look, I didn't even want to see it if he did win, if he got it done well. I never wanted to see it. But I thought maybe it was going to get pushed because he's 23. No, I don't like that guy. He's really annoying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Muhammad Makayev, Kobe doesn't like you.
Oh, he's not annoying. I just don't like his style.
Okay.
he's just like in this fight. He didn't have any faith in his hands. He was just pushing him up against the fence, going for takedown after takedown, not setting the takedowns up with strikes, just diving in there and trying to grab a leg. Well, this is what he was doing.
Muhammad lost his faith.
He could have done. Muhammad got turned Christian.
Now that is really worrying.
But honestly, it was really boring. If you go back and watch this fight, which you shouldn't, because it's not very good. Perez, honestly, he lost, but he didn't. It was just because he was defending a takedown. There was a couple of takedowns that went through. Look, Makayev's got good wrestling, but his hands are not. He doesn't have faith in his hands, obviously. And I don't want to see him fight for the title next. Whether it happens, it definitely could. Definitely could happen. I don't know who else you want to put in there. Brandon? I don't know which one.
Raw dog.
And then there's obviously the guy who Moreno was supposed to fight.
Who dat?
I can't remember his name. His name has slipped my mind. But he could fight him.
You slipping.
Honestly, there's not much else that needs to be said about this fight. It was really, really shit. Not much went on. Again,
who should we see Makayev up against next then?
Well, I don't want to see him fight
ever
for the
again.
title.
No.
I never want to see him fight again. I really don't want to see him fight for the title, but that's what I think the UFC are probably going to try and push, just because conveniently they don't have anyone else.
Well,
Like,
they have Raw Dog.
They do, but it's a third fight against the same guy, and it's just boring. Like, we want to see some new shit,
Well, yeah, we need a title. We need a title fight for flyweight.
We do.
So I think Royval is going in there. Kai versus Cup needs to happen. Now, Makayev was fighting up by 1.
So
Moreno.
have him fight Moreno. That would be good. We'll get into it later in the card, someone called out Moreno, and someone was more impressive in this division.
Yeah, saying that if he fights Moreno and Moreno most likely demolishes him, then what?
Yeah, exactly. I think Amir Albazi versus Makayev to decide who's the number one contender. Maybe even put him up against Royval, and then you get a clear number one contender. If Royval wins, you can't deny him anymore. He's got to have another rematch. But
he's only beaten the number 7 ranked. It's not like
I know.
And Royval just beat the number 1 ranked guy.
But I guess they're trying to build stars, And this guy's 23. If he did win the belt now, he'd become the youngest ever champ. which is big. You know, UFC like things like that. So I think we might see them pushed towards a title shot, you know? And again, I don't want to see it, but don't be surprised if it happens. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Fight night title.
Thanks for prepping me.
Just saying. Well, who do you want him to see? Who do you want to see him fight then?
Yeah, I think Albazi makes sense.
Okay.
I think that fight there makes sense, yeah. Well, there's... Look, like I said, you've got Cup, who should be fighting Kai Kara France. Cape.
Cup. C-U-P.
Kepi. Many Kepi. Manuel Cape.
Isn't it Manel Cup?
Manel Cup. That's what I was saying, Cup. And then
I swear you say
you
it slightly different to me.
Cup.
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 You kind of say cup. Cup. I don't know. Tell us, Manel. Send it in. Voice message me.
Manel. Hello?
What are you digging down for?
I'm just going to turn my ringtone off because I have a feeling that my phone's going to ring again.
Deja vu.
Yeah. Get that initial D ringtone in you.
Yeah, so moving on because, I think we're good there. So,
we're great.
Umar Nurmagomedov survived an early scare against, this is a tough name to pronounce.
I'll do it. Bigzat Almakan. Bigzat Almakan.
He survived a very early scare. Did you see that?
No.
He got clipped hard.
Yeah.
Dropped. Umar did. Went out.
Right.
Briefly, very briefly, and then got got his hands around his waist, took him down, and then basically dominated for the entire rest of the fight.
Okay.
And that's basically what happened.
Right.
But that guy looks good. That Almakan. He was all right. You know, he proved his worth. He was tough.
Umar's no joke. The fact that he's still sitting on the fringes of the top 15 is a bit of a joke.
It's annoying.
Itself. Yeah.
He did call out Sandhagen again, which that's the fight I want to see for Umar. You know, it was booked a couple times. We want to see it happen. If Corey lands on you, it's going to be a lot different than a guy who's having his UFC debut.
Yeah.
Coming out of should sign
where's he coming from again?
Contender promotion or something. Octagon promotion.
Octagon promotion.
So he was fighting an Octagon promotion. Now he's fighting in the Octagon for the UFC.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty crazy, man. Yeah. Anyway, so Umar Nurmagomedov easily needs to fight against. You watching the grappling over there?
I'm watching it a little bit.
Yeah, they're in overtime, I think. So this
Umar needs to fight against Sandhagen.
Sandhagen for sure. If Sandhagen's willing to actually give him that now, because obviously he didn't show up for that one.
Bigzat might be worth fighting a couple of times out of the top 15. Possibly. You're looking at the heavyweight rankings again.
I think he should fight. No, I want to see him fight in the top 15, honestly. This guy's good.
Okay.
Give him a Ricky Simon. Someone who will strike with him. Someone who's not just going to control him on the ground. And I think he'll do well. This guy's young, hungry. He obviously has hands.
Pedro Munoz.
Pedro Munoz.
Right.
That could be good. You know, that's a star that you can build, and then maybe one day he can improve and we can see a rematch between these guys. Because again, he clipped him bad. And if he didn't, you know, there was a chance he could have gone to sleep.
If there was a Mark Goddard in there, he might have just stopped it. Called off.
Imagine he clipped him. Umar took him down, and Mark's like, no, get off. You're done.
Mate, you've had enough.
Listen here, buddy. Listen here, buddy. The fucking MMA guru does an amazing impression of
Mark Goddard.
So, right, listen here, buddy.
Listen here, buddy.
That's enough. That's enough of the fight, buddy. But yeah, so pretty simple, stock standard. Umar, we want to see you fight a top 5 guy at the very least. And yeah, maybe Corey. Corey could be a good one. Unless they do shoehorn Corey into a title fight or a number 1 contenders fight or something next. But I think, we need to see Merab fight for the title. That keeps Corey busy for a wee whale. And moving on again, the most impressive flyweight of this card that I mentioned earlier. Steve Erceg gets it done in a tough match. A match that lasted about a round and a minute. A round and 26 seconds, actually. No, this guy's got some hands. He is smooth. And the guy he was fighting, Schnell. Was his name. Matt Schnell. He was no slouch. He is no slouch. He had some really good hands. He was a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he got knocked out cold. And he was on the ground for like a solid 5 minutes afterwards as well.
Sure.
This is flyweight.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't happen often. And the guy's an Aussie. He's cool. He's got the banter. He had a good yarn afterwards.
Bloody good.
On the mic. So yeah, honestly, Urseg, very, very impressed by him. Again, probably, well, he's already in the top 15, Urseg.
Where though? Whereabouts?
So Urseg is...
Tell me.
The
12th.
Urseg, he will be going
12th.
above Schnell. He'll be going to Schnell's place, who's 9.
Schnell.
So.
He'll probably be in 8th.
Yeah.
Alex Perez will probably dip down a little bit.
Yeah.
Matt Schnell will dip down a little bit.
So I'll say, we'll say number 8. And I want to see him fight an Elbazi, a Kai Kara France, a Nicolao, a Cap. One of those guys in the top. This guy's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy's got it all. He's got jiu-jitsu. He's got the ability to take a fight to decision. And he's got the striking to knock someone out. Yeah. Nicolao, I think. Because Elbazi's already booked. Is he? Against Mikhaev. Yeah, we just booked it before. Oh, yeah. Right. Forgot about that. No, you're right. Yeah, he is. Manel Cap, we want to see fight Kai. And yeah. Hey, that's cool, man. That is cool, man. That's the main card. That is the main card. There was there was one more thing I wanted to bring up that was on the prelims. My mouse is really not working that well. I'm just going to use this. So, Eric Anders getting it done in a decision against Jamie Pickett. Pretty stock standard wrestler against striker. The wrestler takes him down, holds him down, doesn't let him get back up. Bugger. Eric Anders, being the athlete that he is, didn't get tired. Jamie Pickett really had no answer for Anders. And it ended up, being a very dominant decision by Eric. Jamie Pickett now 13-11. Great record on the guy. That is probably one of the worst records we've seen on the show. In the UFC, I'd say, yeah. How are you still about? Well, I don't want him to die. No, I mean, how are you still fighting for the top promotion in the world? Look, mate, I'd be the wrong person to ask. He's almost got a 50-50 KD, you know? Yeah. Kind of Nate Diaz kind of vibe. Well, no. What was Nate Diaz's record? Like 19-13 or something? No. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Wow. What's his record? Where is it? Hello? Sure, dog. 21-13. So not much better. I mean, it's a lot better. It's a little bit better than 13-11. Yeah. I would much rather be 21-13. Yeah, so would I. But I'm just saying, there for the eyes to be seen. But that was what it was. There was a crazy, crazy knockout on the prelims. Sorry, I've go back to the card there. So yeah, Vinicius Oliveira getting an absolutely insane knockout against Sopaj. Sopaj looking really good early on, first 2 rounds, and then towards the end of the second round. Oh, with 19 seconds left as well. Yeah. Towards the end of the second round, he had his dominant ground position reversed. And once that happened, he really did nothing else. He got controlled, he got beat up on the ground, and look, then they got back to their feet in the final round, and you could tell Oliveira was really just looking for a fancy KO, and let me tell you, he got it. So lands a couple blows up against gets Sopaj. I was going to say Schnell there. Gets Sopaj up against the fence, and that knee was all she wrote. And he fell down like a sack of spuds, ready for being made into roast potatoes. And that was all she wrote. I'm like a poet, and I didn't know it. So, moving on. That's the card. That's what we've got for the card today. Thank you, guys. Also, though, There's a few bits and bobs that we wanted to bring up.
There is.
So yeah, Israel Adesanya. Well, what were you going to say? Sorry,
I was going to say Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Did you watch any of that?
I watched the highlights of it.
I watched the whole replay because the fight only took 2 minutes and 40 seconds or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy he was fighting just didn't look like he knew how to box.
No, I don't know why he's fighting these people. Like,
because everyone said that I need to fight a boxer. So now he's pulling fucking barely pro boxers out of their Uber driver retirement.
Weird. This guy had 20 wins and 5 losses or something.
19.
Yeah,
19 wins.
And it's like, okay, that's a decent record. Like, what is he? But he looked shit. But like you say, he's retired.
Yeah, it would be pro fights on some sort of regional little circuit somewhere.
Can you remember his name?
It was very sad. No, you'll be able to find it though if you just put in it. Jacques Paul.
I think it's this guy.
Yep. Well done.
Go away.
Do you not have a box rec login, Kobe?
No, I don't. It usually lets me come without having to sign up. It usually lets me go there without having to sign in, which is
whoa. Okay.
Continue.
No, you're all right.
Sorry guys, I'm just trying to sign into BoxRec. I have to make an account live on air.
Guys, we had a pretty hot day today. I'm going to tell you how hot it was, but I'm just going to say it was fairly hot, just off the mark there. I'm going to say it got to about a high of 24. It could have got hotter though. I'm just updating my little weather application. It was a very windy day though. Blowing a gale, you could say. Really moving some leaves, if you will. But yeah, I think it was about a high of 24 degrees, which is pretty hot for a Monday.
Thank you for that, Jackson. That's great. I just checked. So he was 17-2.
Okay, and he hasn't fought since 2022.
But then before that, 2018. So he's barely fought in 6 years. He's fought once in 6 years. He's 35. He looked fat and unprepared. And
the guy that he beat in 2022 has 2 wins out of his last 6 fights.
Yeah. And look, just imagine this, right? Imagine some guy comes to you and he's like, look, mate, I know you've been retired for basically 6 years and you're doing Uber now. Do you want to fight Jake Paul? People? Yeah, how does he find these people?
Look at the photo again. Just go up to I'm sorry. I am sorry. He's got a 0.5-star rating.
This is what he looks like, guys.
He's gone 89 rounds. Looks like a rat.
The thing is, I get it. He's trying to show us his level and slowly work his way up, and he is fighting real boxers, but barely.
Followers, 34.
Come on, lads. What's going on,
mate?
I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. I'll be more excited when he, goes to fight someone who's like a decent boxer,
Pulling out
Tommy Fury again.
Alvarez after a win over Ryan Borland,
the semi-pro Uber driver.
How many people in Ryan Borland's that have beaten out of the 3 people that have beaten Ryan Borland? I wonder if the other 2 called out Canelo as well.
Probably.
I wonder if that's the natural progression of this game that is boxing.
And don't get me wrong, it was actually an impressive finish. If this guy was anything decent and he did that to him, if he did this to Tommy Fury, that would be impressive. Mm-hmm. So it was a good finish. Yeah. But
who's Jose Hernandez? Who's that guy? He also beat Ryan. Ryan. He sounds like a semi-big name.
No.
He's not. What's this fella on about?
His last win was against Brian.
But Ryan. Okay, I was wrong.
It's all they like you say, he was on the regional scene. They've had a career in boxing. They've made a bit of money, pros. They're just all journeymen. Like Andre August. Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
He was more impressive than this guy.
Yeah.
At least.
And that's saying something.
That is. Oh, man. Jake. fight Tommy Fury again or fight KSI. That's what we all want to see. That'd be cool. That'd be drama.
Yeah,
Just
that would be
a bit of fun.
And he's saying like KSI is below me. No,
he's the same.
he's not. He's not any more below you than Ryan Borland.
Yeah, he's
or
better. Like he'd fuck
Andre
up Ryan Borland.
September.
Yeah,
you know,
Andre the Giant. Honestly, yeah, it pisses me off because that's the only fight that anyone wants to see, and neither of them will do it. Tommy Fury and was like honestly, the Tommy Fury fight against KSI was closer than the Tommy Fury fight with Jake Paul.
And KSI's way smaller than.
I know.
Like, he would have
He's
had
tiny.
to bust his ass to get up to that weight.
I don't know who's ducking. Sounds like they both kind of are.
That would be a massive bag too.
Yeah. Imagine all the kids that would watch that.
That's right.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, guys. I'm rubbing my shoulder. I've got a bit of a knot in there. Sore shoulder. Anyway, let's move on. I wanted to mention one more thing before we review this drink and go home to bed. So, Alex Periera mentioned that he wanted to train with Israel Adesanya. That's, I think, his real name.
Okay.
Israel Adesanya.
Take your word for it.
Alex Periera said that he wants to train with Izzy if the rivalry is truly over, which I think it probably is.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't see them fighting again.
I think Izzy's going to make a move to light heavyweight.
Did you really?
Maybe.
Why?
I don't know, because
He's
the only
36.
thing I could say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, well, no.
I don't think I don't think they're going to fight again.
No,
mate.
well, yeah. Why not?
I just don't think they will. Izzy's
No, but
done
why
with
won't
that
Izzy
shit.
go to light heavyweight?
Maybe he would. I doubt that he
has
would.
before.
He has, but I just don't think he's gonna. I don't think he wants to fight Alex Periera again.
You reckon he's going to go for his belt again?
I think he's going to win his belt again, defend it against someone else.
But what
and
if he
probably
wins his
retire.
belt and Alex Periera wins against Jamahal?
No, it'd be good. Maybe. All I'm saying is I don't personally think it's going to happen. I could be wrong. Yeah, things that's happened before. So yeah, look, I think it'd be interesting. Imagine those two becoming like best mates, starting a podcast.
Hell yeah.
You know,
That'd be
training.
sick, brother.
It would. What's your opinion on this? Don't just say fucking hype words.
Where are they going to train?
I don't know.
Is he going to have to go to Brazil? and
I guess if
train
he's ever
at
there, he'll stop
Glover's
in
gym?
and train. If
Oh,
Alex
yeah,
is
if
ever
he's
in New
just-
Zealand.
Yeah. He's just stopping by.
People come
Has
places.
Popped
People
over
travel.
to Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look.
Maybe
I
they're both in
think-
Thailand together at one point.
Yeah. No, look, I think that would be a good training partner to have if you're Alex Periera. He's
Yeah,
kind
it
of the next best thing when it comes to high-level kickboxers in MMA at the moment. Stop doing that, please. Thank you. You wanted my opinion, and then you just start fidgeting the whole time I'm giving it.
Okay.
So
Right.
fuck you.
Go.
Fuck what you
Go.
stand for.
Come on.
And yeah, I think Izzy and Alex training together would make for some interesting content. Would make for probably an elevated version of themselves.
It would.
Um.
Look, I want to close out the show.
Okay, I want to stop
do
this too.
What's your problem, mate? Yeah.
Tim Tam Slams.
They've got a new fucking hypo.
What a wonderful drink.
They are pretty good. I really enjoy it. It's just there's a few logistical issues with them.
Yep.
Like it's not exactly a drink you could drink often.
No.
Or well, maybe if you're a
A
mong.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're one of those guys that have those. Actually, I'm going to back out of that. Maybe if you are one of those people that
You're missing
only
a-
eats chicken nuggets and pears, maybe you also
Who's that?
like Tim Tam Slams.
Are you talking about Down syndrome?
No. Look, maybe.
Anyway, I want to put it right about there, I think.
Above Iron Brew.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not.
Iron
then,
Brew's pretty
honestly.
good.
It was a bit annoying to drink. It tasted
say-
really good, though.
Under Iron
I like
Brew,
milk.
above Primo Milk, because yeah,
In fact, no, I want to put it here.
okay. All right, we'll put it there then.
All right, mate.
Okay,
Is it good?
above Monster Energy Mango, and below Primo Milk.
Yeah. I think that sounds pretty good. All right, guys. We'll
Are you
close out the
happy with
show.
that?
We'll close it out there. You're not getting any more, but we'll be back. When will we be back, Jackson?
On Thursday.
We'll be back on Thursday.
We'll be back on Thursday. I wonder what that sounds like.
We'll be back on Thursday.
But in the meantime, like the
meantime.
video, comment on the video,
Check out our top 10s.
comment who's a stranger guy.
About who?
And we'll see you on Thursday.
All right, mate. We will see you on Thursday, guys. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you.